In these next two examples, we'll have scenarios where they give us enough information to create our own exponential model and use it to answer the question. In a research experiment, a population of fruit flies is increasing according to the law of exponential growth. So remember, the law of exponential growth is y equals a times e to the bx. And if it's growth, if it's increasing, that means b is greater than 0. We'll see if that's true. After 2 days, there are 100 flies. So that means y of 2 equals 100. That means when x is 2, y is 100. So I can plug that into this equation. 100 equals a times e to the 2b. I can use this to figure out what a equals in terms of b. So find a in terms of b. And we'll have a equals 100 over e to the 2b. So now that we know that, our equation is now y equals 100 over e to the 2b times e to the bx. Okay. Now we can use our second information. After 4 days, there are 300 flies. So that tells us y of 4 equals 300. This is x, this is y. So I can plug in 300 equals, we have 100 over e to the 2b times e to the 4b. Okay? Now, I can use properties of exponents here to simplify this. So now we are going to solve for b. So if I use properties of exponents, e to the 4b over e to the 2b, if I subtract my exponents, 4b minus 2b makes e to the 2b. Now I'll divide by 100. 3 equals e to the 2b. Now I can use my inverse property. ln of 3 equals ln of e to the 2b. And this cancels to leave 2b equals ln 3. So b equals ln 3 divided by 2. Now, if you plug this into your calculator, you'll see that this is greater than 0. So therefore, this does represent growth. Now, our next step is to plug in b to find a. So remember, a equals 100 over e to the 2b. But we know that b is ln 3 over 2. So this is 100 over e to the 2 times ln of 3 over 2. Now, these 2's cancel out. So I have 100 over e to the ln of 3. And then we see e to the ln cancels. So now we know a equals 100 over 3. So now that we know a and b, we have our equation. Y equals 100 over 3 times e to the ln 3 over 2x. Now that we have our equation, they want us to answer this question. How many flies will there be after 5 days? So that's y of 5 equals 100 over 3 e to the ln of 3 over 2 times 5. And then if I plug that in my calculator, y of 5 is approximately 519.615. So we can't have parts of a fly. So I would say there's 519 flies after 5 days. And just so you know, in case you were checking this in your textbook, the textbook would say 520 because they would round up, but that doesn't make sense to me, so I would say 519.